Good morning, everyone. It's September 11th, and here we are on the deck of the Cowlitz River Lodge, watching the resident elk herd out on the front lawn. Kind of cool. Listen to them, watching them calling back and forth to one another. But oh, there's a guy throwing out apples for him too. That's funny. I'll zoom in on that in a second. But so right now you can see everybody's in their rain gear because that means it's laundry day. As soon as the laundry's done, we're going to run down and get some breakfast and start our resupply actions for today. But for now, let's watch the elk get fed apples. Okay, we're here at Cliff Droppers in Packwood. Best burgers in town, they claim. Let's go in and find out. Please wear your mask. All right. Okay, and we also have a guest who joined us, Ryan, stepson, Thia's boy, and his little Sky. Hey, Sky. He's very shy. Hello everybody, it's still September 11th and I wanted to give an update because circumstances have changed a little bit since we got into Packwood last night. We've confirmed that fires all over the Pacific Northwest have closed down apparently all of the PCT in California and all of the PCT in Oregon. At this point, I think most of the PCT in Washington is open. Including the trail north towards between here and the border, but that could obviously change at any time. However, we originally were just going to do a zero today and then resupply, get back out on trail. This is actually, I'm standing in front of Blanton's Market. That's where we're getting our resupply. And then we were going to get back on trail tomorrow morning. However, I'm not sure if you can tell how incredibly smoky it is right now. It's the middle of the afternoon and it looks like it's almost dusk. My eyes are burning, my throat's burning. Skipper, who has asthma, is really having a rough time. She's using an inhaler and that's helping her a little bit, but she certainly can't rely on it in this terrible smoke. And this is actually Friday. They're predicting the worst of it to be day after tomorrow. Sunday's supposed to be the worst of the smoke, so it's only going to get worse than this. Word out right now from the Forest Service is they're telling people do not go out hiking, stay indoors where the air is cleaner, theoretically, and don't exercise because of the smoke. So obviously they're telling us to do the exact opposite of what we would normally do as a thru hiker. So based on that, we've decided to go ahead and extend our stay for 2 more days here in Packwood. We'll be here until Monday morning. There's supposed to be a storm coming in with some rain, so hopefully that means that that the skies will clear up and we can resume hiking. But for right now, getting out there, I mean, forest fires aside, we can't even breathe. And here I'm standing in front of the Packwood Inn. That says welcome hikers on it. Always encouraging to see. That's where we're staying, or that's where we're going to be staying tomorrow, I should say. They didn't have a room for tonight, but tomorrow and the day after we'll be staying here. But I'll give them a shout out. Great place. They gave us a 20% discount off their normal room rates just for being a PCT hiker. So if you come through Packwood and you're a hiker, let them know that you should be getting a discount. So let me flip the camera around. We're getting ready to come in and have an early dinner right now. Okay, Cruiser's Pizza. And there's Goldie and Skipper and some other low-life. Wait, and what's your family friendly name? Break Time. Yeah, Break Time.
I hardly even use that anymore.
Yeah, we don't. He's got another trail name that's only used off camera, but since you're on camera, Break Time. Right. Cool to see you. And by the way, we first met you in Acton, long time ago, before you even had a trail name. But cool guy from Dallas. Dallas. Yeah. So anyway, and he hiked with Skipper for a fair amount of time through Northern California and the Sierras. So you guys are old friends. We're all here to eat pizza tonight, right? Some of us. Some of it. Okay, some of us. All right. Well, that's enough for yakking for me right now. I'm going to shut off the camera and go get something to eat. Good morning. It's September the 12th, and this is day 2 in Packwood. You turn a little bit, and you can kind of see down the street. The air quality is just absolutely horrible right now. The eyes are burning, throat sore. There's a surprising number of hikers in town right now. I think everyone's getting off trail and coming into town to wait out the fires and the clearing of the smoke. So we just checked out of our motel room in the motel we stayed in yesterday, and we're waiting until 3 o'clock to check into our new hotel room. So in the meantime, we're going to go putter around town here. We're at the White Pass Sports Hut right now. Going to go in there and pick up a few supplies we need, fuel canisters and 1 or 2 other things. So that's going to be our day today. Okay, I went in the sports shop. We got a can of fuel. Got some time to spare, so we're going to go here to the Mountain Goat Coffee and Bakery. And I guess we'll just hang out here for a while we're waiting for our room to be available. Upload some YouTube videos. Well, Skipper and I are headed over to the market to buy stuff for dinner. We got the idea to make. Uh-oh.
I need my mask.
Need your mask. Okay, I'll wait. Go get it. So we're gonna try and save ourselves some money. We got a motel room that actually has a little kitchenette in it with a stove and oven and stuff. So we thought, rather than spending like $40 per meal to go eat out at a restaurant, we're just gonna go to the market and wow, how rude. Where was I? Anyway, we're gonna go to the market here and buy stuff so we can cook pizza right in our room, and maybe some other dessert stuff. But anyway, it's gonna end up be quite a bit cheaper for all of us to just cook in the room versus going to a restaurant, which we've been doing way too much. And here we are at Blanton's Market, and just so you can see that the conditions here have not improved since the last time I showed you this. It's only 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but I mean, really? I mean, those trees are like 200 yards away and you can barely see them. I mean, the smoke here is just incredible. So, good thing we're taking today off. Here comes Skipper now with her mask. Take our damn masks off, because I'm standing here in the store with Savior. Hey, so Savior and I mean, we literally ran into each other and just walked in the store, and here he is. We ran into each other the very first time on like day 3 or 4,
it was
probably.
March 18th.
March 18th
we met.
in Lake Morena. And so that was 2 days after we started the trail.
Yep.
And 6 months ago, and well, it'll be 6 months next week. And here we are.
Look at this.
6 months later, we both got a lot more hair on our faces, but we're in freaking Washington State.
And a lot less of this.
Yeah, definitely lost a few pounds, man. But here we are in Washington State, you know, still going for the border together. So that's it's very cool. So that's like better than going to my class reunion, coming up here and running into guys like you, man.
Too freaking cool.
All right, hey,
thank you, sir.
Yeah, good to see you again, man.
Hey, good seeing you too. All right, yeah.
Well,
you take care.
Yeah, we'll definitely do it. We'll see you back on the trail. We'll get out. We'll get together again before we go. Back in the motel room here, and one of the great things about paying a few bucks extra for an apartment that has a kitchenette in it is that you can actually save yourself some money by making food right in your motel room. And here we have the girls whipped up a sauerkraut and bratwurst pizza. And that may not sound like the most appetizing pizza you ever had, but trust me, it's pretty damn good. So, as you can see, The pan's almost empty. We got one more pan over there that's still to go, but it's not going to last long once I get to it. So, good work, girls. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, September 14th. And if you think you missed a video yesterday, you did not. I did not make a video yesterday on the 13th simply because we spent pretty much all day right back in that motel room because the air out here is so nasty. There's obviously been a big change in plans though. Yesterday was supposed to be the last day for the bad smoke, and they were predicting a storm front coming in today that was going to blow all this nasty stuff away. But as you can see from the sky behind me, it's still really super smoky out here. And we literally made the decision within the past 30 minutes that we're going to spend yet one more 0 day here in Packwood, because both Goldilocks and Skipper are having a really tough time with the breathing. Skipper in particular, who has asthma and relies on an inhaler, is already coughing and wheezing, and that's just sitting in the in our motel room. So we can't imagine how much worse it's going to be if she were to get out on the trail and try and hike in this nasty stuff. So one more day here in Packwood. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to get back on trail, but it's been quite a setback, and we're gonna have to, you know, make it that much tougher to get to Canada, but we'll adapt and hopefully still overcome. Okay, I feel like I'm stuck in that movie Groundhog Day.
Ned! Ryerson!
This is Tuesday, September 16th, day number 4 here in Packwood, and I don't know. I think maybe it's getting a little bit clearer. You can look over my shoulder, see those mountains, that mountain there, and the other one, well, it's behind that tree there. But I'm pretty sure I couldn't see those mountains yesterday at this time, so maybe that's a sign that the smoke is clearing up a little bit. I haven't talked to the girls yet. I'm not sure what their plan is. Originally, we were thinking about staying here possibly as late as Friday, which would be an entire week off trail. But we don't really have much of a choice. I mean, we can't hike in this horrible smoke because that'll just kill us. And yet we can't just sit here in Packwood forever because we're going to run out of money and nothing flat. I've been going over here to the grocery store where I am right now pretty much every day and buying food that we can cook in the room, which saves us money, but just the room itself is expensive. So I'll give you an update as soon as I have one. Well, the more things change, the more things change. In the 2 hours since I made the last video, we have found out that the road that takes us up to White Pass, where we got off trail, is now closed. Why is it closed? You'll never guess. A forest fire. Apparently there's a fire burning very close to White's Pass, the Cracker Barrel, where we had gotten off trail and where we need to go back to resume our trek north. So if we can't get there, we are now sitting around trying to discuss our options. One of the options, considering the air quality and the continuing burst of fires, is just to say this is the end of the trail for us. We don't want to quit, we're not ready to quit, but boy, I don't know if we can keep going under these conditions. Other options are to skip further up the trail to Snoqualmie Pass, possibly even all the way up to Hart's Pass. Walking to the monument, tagging it, and then walking back to Hart's Pass and calling that a trail, or maybe continuing south to Stehekin and taking the boat ferry across the lake and ending our hike there. None of those are the options that we wanted, but boy, I think we're running out of options. But I'll update you as more information comes in. Say hi, Goldilocks. headed to Seattle. Brian at the wheel, rescuing us from the Smoky Mountains of Western Washington. Well, hello everybody. Today is September 16th, and that means we have been off trail for exactly 1 week. And as you can see behind me, the quality of the air is just about as bad as it was on the first day we got off, maybe even worse. We're currently staying right now with one of our sons in the town of Graham here in Washington, about a little over an hour and a half away from the Packwood, where we'd been living in a motel waiting for the weather to improve, and realized that rather than spending a fortune on motels and eating at restaurants, we could just head over here and have a cheap place to stay. Skipper is with other friends here in the Seattle area, and our current plan is to leave here tomorrow morning and drive home to Eastern Washington. The reason for that decision is because we're not expecting rain here for another 3 days. And even then, we think it's going to take more than just one rainstorm to clear up the sky and knock down some of these forest fires. We're really just, at this point, we're just, it's a coin flip whether or not we're going to get back on the trail or not. If the weather allows, if the sky clears up, then we will drive back out here in about 6 or 7 days and try and finish whatever section of the trail we can. We're certainly not going to be able to start back at White Pass. That trail right now is off limits. The fire that started there 2 days ago or 3 days ago, whenever it was, has now spread to, it's about quadrupled in size. So it's getting worse instead of better. So there's no way we can go to White Pass. And considering how late in the month we're getting here, even going up to Snoqualmie Pass or Skycomish seems less likely. So I don't want to keep rambling here, but other than to say, I'm going to go ahead and post this video as it is. We don't want to quit the trail yet. We don't want to certainly quit under these circumstances. This is not the way we anticipated wrapping up our through hike. But the forest fires, Mother Nature, whatever, may have other ideas. But stay tuned for future videos. I'll let you know as soon as we make a decision on something. Hello everybody, it's September the 17th, and yes, I'm in a car. Goldilocks is over there in the driver's seat, and we are headed for home. We're leaving our son's house over there near Seattle and heading to the eastern side of the state where we live. We're headed up towards Snoqualmie Pass right now. Let me flip the camera around real quick. Alright, this is right out the front window of the car, and I don't know how apparent it is, but the air quality out here is still really, really bad. I think we're going to pull into Snoqualmie Pass and our car with gas, maybe grab a hamburger or something and see if there's any hikers there that are stranded in Snoqualmie. But yeah, it looks really bad out here, really bad, really smoky. Been a challenging year, but with COVID, the riots, the strange weather, now the fires and the smoke, it's just 2020 I think has been one of the most challenging years for a PCT hiker in memory. So anyway, we can only do what we can do. Okay, we just pulled off at Snoqualmie Pass. We're going to come in here and get gas, and we thought we might run into some other hikers while we were doing it. And sure enough, I mean, holy cow, here's MacGyver, who we haven't seen, well, MacGyver and Salt, who we haven't seen since the aqueduct, even though we've been hiking back and forth around each other the whole time. and then Blueberry, who we saw just what, about 5-6 days ago, right?
Just before White Pass.
Yeah, it's for White Pass. That's where we met him for the first time. And how the hell did you get here so fast?
I hiked.
You, man, what a machine! Jesus. Yeah, we were sitting out the smoke while you were hiking your ass off.
Yeah, I was able to get out.
Well, good. You're making me feel bad. Here, I'm sitting in a car right now. So, anyway, okay. Well, it's good to see you guys. I want to get you on film to show that especially people want to know what happened to people we hiked with in the past and where everybody goes. So it's nice to know you guys are still on track. They said they're going to try and tag the border on October 3rd. Is that right?
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay.
That's the date on our schedule.
You should make it, barring another giant forest fire. But I think we're done. No more fires.
Smoke from the dozens of major wildfires mushroomed into thick blankets of clouds so vast they could be seen from space. Beneath those clouds, a suffocating haze. It's hard to fathom that the worst may be yet to come.